an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Welcome to another episode of Never Date Just One, sis. It is your host, Arthur China T, Coach Erica. And I know y'all trying to figure out what is Coach Erica doing on the floor today. Well, y'all know what today is. It is what? It is manifestation at its peak. It is time to do our vision board. It is time to start our gratefulness journal. And this is what we will be using to shape our year, because we will be no longer praying. It does not work. Prayer is hope, and I'll get into that on our next video next week. But manifestation is what we know is going to come. And since we already know the things that we want to happen next year, well, why not put it out there? Anything else that happens, of course, is just the universe saying you deserve that. But right now we're going to focus on the things that are immediate desires of our heart. So that's what we're going to take care of today. Now, I know y'all saw my update on the community board. Basically, due to the low views and videos, I don't know if I've bombarded y'all with too many videos and y'all just haven't had time to catch up. But now you do, because now you'll have a whole week that'll pass before a new video is posted. So videos went from being posted every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. to now they're being posted every Monday at 7 p.m. So you can reset your reminders for your new video coming out on Mondays at 7 p.m. And of course, it'll be the same great content, great topics, things that we're all, thinking about and what's on our mind. But again, it's just going to help get the views up so you have time to catch up. I know for some of y'all that are just coming to the channel, you got to start from video 1, and it's going to be a bit overwhelming for you to get to where we are right now. And it's a lot of videos, a lot of content, but I won't do that, thinking that, hey, the reason why the views are low is because they're not paying attention. It honestly may be because you all just is maybe a lot of information to listen to, think about, retain, and use to your advantage. So I'm going to help you with that. And that's why now we're going to do our videos every Monday at 7 p.m. Okay. Also, I will be posting on the community board. You see, I do have a new book cover up there, Play Your Position, Sis. It directly correlates to Never Date Just One. It is a fiction book about our character Shantae Des Moines and her pitfalls of putting all her eggs in the wrong basket until she realized that nobody was a problem except her. So that when you read that book, you're probably gonna be able to get a real life version of what it looks like to start from the bottom and work your way through the roster, or work your way through all of the videos and the book together to combine all the knowledge. Okay. You're also going to be able to be willing to share this information with every woman that you know, because you're going to know that if you keep listening to those phone calls from your homegirls and your cousins and this and that, you're going to be telling them, girl, you need to get your copy of Never Date Just One, sis, because you're going to try to shut that chatter up. Because remember, anything we focus on more than 3 minutes becomes our reality. And if we don't want no more of that mess in our life, we are changing the things that we listen to, changing the things that we watch, changing our conversations. Everything that we are doing now is for the betterment of bringing in the energy that is supposed to be in our orbit. Because if we keep listening to the same mess we've been listening to, we're going to keep getting the same results. And as we move into 2025 in just 2 days, it's nothing but a clock strike 12 to make it the new day. But you can still be the same person in a new day. So I want to help you become a better person. You got to kill the other one though. The other one got to die. Okay, so if you've all been waiting to the end of the year, December 31st, to have your funeral of your old version, that's cool. You can even wear your all black. Go to that mirror. Go talk to yourself in all black. Apologize to yourself for the things that you allowed to happen in 2024 and previously. And then tell yourself that you know for sure that these things won't happen in 2025, and believe it. Because the moment that clock strikes midnight, on January 1st, 2025, we can't go back to 2024. You can't go back to any other day and change it. So you just gotta know better now to do better. All right. Hopefully y'all gathered y'all things for y'all vision board. I know a lot of y'all probably already know what this is like and how it goes, but we're gonna go ahead and do it together. I would not be a coach if I did not crack open Never Date Just One, because a vision board creation is also included in the Never Date Just One book. It is also included in your 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction if you got your copy there. So if you don't have the Never Date Just One as of yet, that's cool. Pull out your 31 Days to Internal Satisfaction. There is a manifestation piece in there. You can also pull out your vision board and use that. You can use this video as direction, but make sure that, because you still have tomorrow, even if you don't have your things today, you can still go out to the store, get your poster board, print these pictures, the pictures that you need for your vision board up on your home printer, or do like I did. I sent all of my pictures to a UPS store so that I can get them printed out in color. Shout out to Danielle for ordering her copy of Never Date Just One through the TikTok shop. If she has tuned into my videos, thank you, Danielle. I shipped your book out and put a personal message in it to you today. I also attached the self-evaluation and the relationship evaluation. The new copies of Never Date Just One have that already in there, but this is a version that did not have those two, so I added them in. When you order your copy now, you're going to have the self-evaluation as well as a relationship evaluation included in it. The thing about it is, if you ordered your book from the link on the video, which I prefer, you won't get a personal message from me, only because that book is coming straight from my printer, okay? I just had a couple of copies on hand here at the house for anybody that orders from the TikTok shop, because TikTok wants you to send those books out within like 24, 48 hours. So now I am going to order a shipment of a box of those books, so that in the future when you want to order the book, you can just order straight from the TikTok shop and it'll come to you with a personal message from me, Coach, inside of that book. But for now, you all have purchased your books directly from my printer. It takes a little bit longer for you to receive them because it has to get printed up, has to be all pretty and shiny and perfect, and then boom, it comes to your mailbox. So let's get into our vision board creation. Never Date Just One, sis. Let's go ahead and turn over to our vision board creation chapter. If you have your book, that is going to be in chapter 4, bringing that love you want into life. That is where you're going to find the directions for your vision board. This chapter talks about manifestation and talked about how Tammy used manifestation to be able to start putting her roster together, because she knew that she was just going to be able to find some great guys for her roster. She went out there, she believed it, and she achieved it. Here we are with the vision board creation. Vision boards can be a great way to really focus on what you want to achieve in your life, the intentions you want to set, and the goals you want to reach. And that's the purpose of a vision board. So if you've never had one created for you, created one for yourself, or even thought to use this as your manifestation tool, this is where a lot of you all are dropping the ball, because again, prayer is hoping, believing that it's going to happen. A vision board is knowing it's going to happen, just so you can start moving in that way to make it happen. When those blessings fall in your hands, you want to make sure that your hands are free and clear for you to receive whatever blessings are going to drop in there. But if your hands are still boggled down with the mess of your life, the mess of the world, relationship mess from your kids, mess from your family, if you're already full, then it's a wonder why every time your blessings drop, you be missing them and they don't stay long. So manifestation, we're going to make sure that those blessings come whether we're ready or not, because we know that our hands have to stay empty to receive them. Vision boards and the work that goes into them can help you cultivate a positive mindset, okay? It keeps you clearly thanking the universe in advance in a positive manner. Thank you, thank you, thank you for whatever you desire in your heart. Thanking in advance, knowing that it's going to come to you. It makes you think positive. And when you think positive, your vibrations increase. Your frequency increase. And remember I told y'all the story about J. Cole when he's sitting there with Mooney Long? The conversations was too negative, so he left. That's what will happen. You will become so positive that the negative people that are around you will start falling off on their own. And that's what we want. Because we only want to attract those in positive mind frames, positive spirits, and who is going to bring a positive change into our life to make our life easier. Okay? Let your vision board serve as a daily reminder and a guide to working towards your goal. They are a great way to help you visualize your dream every day. Why? Because once you put this together, you're going to put it on the wall that you have to look at every day. You're not going to put it in a closet. You're not going to put it in the trunk of your car. You're going to put it on a wall. And I would prefer you put it on the wall as you're exiting your room. So every day that you come into your room and you sit down and you turn, you see it, Every day when you walk out your room, you see it, you smile, and you thank the universe for everything that you're asking for. Okay? Change the way you think. Change the things that you do. Change the chatter that you listen to. Change the things that you watch on social media. You cannot be manifesting one thing and still watching content from those who are broken and hurt, still blaming others. That is too negative. I have moved a lot of y'all out of that negative space or blaming others. And I have placed you in a space that you have to blame yourself, because you had to have taken accountability if you want to continue this journey. And I'll be damned if I invite y'all mess into my space. No ma'am, no sir, not at all, not Coach Erica who. That's why I'm writing player position, sis, because that is what I'm manifesting. This is what I want to see on people's timeline. This is what I want to see y'all talk about on Lemon 8. Not those books full of trauma and those books full of abuse and all of that stuff permeates into your life, because again, if you read a full-length novel straight through, it's going to take more than 3 minutes to do it. There you are bringing that stuff into your life. And how do I know? I did it. I did it. Thinking now I did it. That's why I don't read the stuff no more. I may write it, and I may have a lot of my books that y'all haven't read yet. If you go over to Amazon and type in China T, you'll see a lot of my books. But a lot of those books was written in a place of brokenness that I was broken in. I was in pieces. I was in pain. So a lot of my characters had to go through a lot of that stuff. I don't write like that anymore. I'm not in that place, so I won't write content like that anymore, okay? This is more than just a law of attraction stuff when it comes to the vision board. Vision boards are a tool to help you cultivate a positive mindset, to set intentions, and to help you date with purpose. This is the whole purpose, okay? So if your vision board is strictly created for you to learn how to date properly, then go ahead. Mine is going to be centered around the things that I want to happen in 2025. It will not happen without the hard work, honestly, okay? Healing is the first and foremost. That's hard. A lot of y'all have not taken accountability for the choices you made or who you allowed in your life. That's hard. That's why it says this will not happen without hard work. It will be some hard days, but you have to commit to this change if you want to see it into fruition in your life. This is your guide to creating a purposeful vision board with the intention and purpose. No aimless cutting and sticking going on here. Please do not add things to this vision board that you really don't care about just to make it cute. This is not about being pretty. This is about being honest about what you want to go on in your life. So step one, goals with roster dating. When roster dating, it's crucial to recognize that a vision board without clear goals and intentions is merely a collection of attractive images. And that's not what we're doing, okay? While it might look nice, sis, and it will look very pretty if you put in all that hard work, its true power lies in the ability to focus your energy and your intentions. Remember, we're putting things on here that we actually want to happen that is going to be the betterment for our lives. Not what we think is going to look pretty if we put it on our wall. Because nobody has to see this but you. So I don't suggest that you make it something that you can hang on your living room wall in the frame for people to say, oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely not. Your vision board should serve as both a guide and a source of motivation in your dating journey and in your life. It's not just about visualizing your ideal partner. It's about using that vision to raise your energy and align your actions with your goals, because the action is roster dating. The goal is ending up with the perfect person that is meant for you. Before creating your vision board, take the time to brainstorm and write down your dating goals for the year ahead. It's perfect that you do that, okay? So if you have goals right now, which my main goal is for me to attract a vegan man. I have had the non-vegan men, and they are not disciplined enough for me to be able to further continue dating them. No digs to anybody who dates men who are not vegan, but men who are vegan are very disciplined. And that is what I want to attract in my life, because I'm a disciplined person too. Not serious, but disciplined. Disciplined in the way of that vegan men, you're not going to find them sleeping with anybody. They're not going to exchange energies with people like that. They're not going to have anybody in their space. They don't eat any kind of food. They eat food with a high frequency and a high vibration. That's a disciplined man. So because I'm a vegan woman, It will continue to be beneath me to try to deal with somebody who is not, because they're never going to understand my lifestyle. They're never going to understand my attention, and they're never going to understand my discipline. So I have to move around them and align with those who do. These goals can range from the qualities you want in your ideal partners to specific experiences you want to have in your dating life or your life in itself, okay? By documenting your goals, you create a roadmap for your dating life that is both intentional and purposeful. So now the universe knows what your heart desires. Now the universe can see what you want. And when you start thanking the universe in advance, the universe can start moving in that manner to bring that to you. Step 2, get creative. Now comes the fun part. It's time to get creative and build your vision board specifically tailored to your roster dating goals or your life goals, whichever one you choose, okay? Start by gathering everything that inspires you and resonates with your relationship aspirations, okay? Remember I told y'all, for me, it's vegan man, somebody who likes to travel, things of that nature, okay? Don't forget to include powerful, inspiring words that resonate with your goals. All of my stuff have words attached to them, not just the image, but the actual intention that I will want to go with it. You might find these things in magazine titles, or you can create your own by breaking down phrases into keywords that spark excitement and positivity into you, okay? Think creatively and symbolically about the images you select. They don't have to be a literal representation of what you want, but they should capture the essence of what you desire. We have my images here, and now it's time for us to take action. I have everything I need for this vision board, so let's go ahead and start putting this vision board together. First things first, this says vision board. So this is the first thing that I want to put on my board at the top. I got my board, I got my pictures, and I got my glue stick. You may have a stapler, you may have the regular squeeze out glue, but this is all you should need for your vision board, okay? Here's my glue stick. Let's go ahead and get the first one down. And I'm also going to put it at the top of this board so I can make sure that it sticks. So we got that down. In all 4 corners, there is our vision board. First thing down, vision board. And underneath it says, master life is wealth rather than wisdom, okay? Now, the next thing I want to put on here is something that I hold dear to me. This is my old wedding picture when I was married. Okay, because I aspire to be married again, although I'm not rushing it, I do want to put this on my vision board. So I'm just going to put enough glue in each corner to stick it on and in the middle. If marriage is your goal, make sure that you have something that symbolizes marriage to put on your board. Next thing that's dear to my heart is my food business, my vegan food business, Big Belly Vegan. All right, and it says great ideas can turn into great wealth. That is what we want. That is the words that we want to resonate. So my idea of creating a vegan food business with vegan comfort food, my goal is to have a physical location sometime in 2025. So because of that, I'm going to put that at the top of my vision board on the other side. My next passion and what I actually need is to grab another second work from home job that's at the same salary or more than the one I have now. I didn't say get rid of my first. I will never tell the first universe that I don't like my job. I love my first work at home job, but I would like to have a second one on the same hours as my first one, okay? So I can bring in more income. More income allows me to do what? Live life a lot more freer. So let's go ahead and put this on my vision board. Never tell the universe that you don't like your job unless you don't like your job, because you'll find yourself without a job. I just tell the universe to give me a second one that is equal or better than the first one. All right. The next thing that's dear to me is going to be the YouTube channel. I would like to see more viewers and more subscribers. I put more viewers there, but when I put it on here, I'm going to write above it and more subscribers as well. Because talking to y'all and helping y'all grow into the person that you want to be is very dear to me. Putting anything of no more importance than anything else. I'm just telling you how I want to position it on my board. Next, we're going to talk about Never Date Just One, sis. Getting more sales from Never Date Just One. Because so far, I like the sales that I see on my link for my printer. I would like to get more TikTok sales. I would like for somebody to use the book and make a video and go viral so they can tell people about the book. I would love for that to happen. So I'm going to put that right up under my YouTube channel. Next up is going to be Play Your Position, Sis. I want to be able to release this book and see a soaring sales. So that's going to go right next to Never Date Just One. I can't wait till y'all read Shantae's story. Y'all going to resonate with it so much. I'm going to put some snippets on a community board, so make sure that you're paying attention. Next thing I want to go ahead and manifest is just ultimate business growth. I had a lot of growth then. I want more growth in 2025. And I'll write that in because this little growth chart stops at 2024. So because I want this to happen in 2025, I have to be intentional and I have to be able to write it on here. So I'll put that on the side with my business stuff. And I'll add the 2025 to that. Next thing, a successful surgery of a breast reduction that I already have paid for that's going to happen in February. It's time for these things to go. I've had them for my entire life. They've been a hindrance to a lot of things. So since I've already paid for them, I am ready for them to go. I want a successful surgery. I want them to come out looking just as good as they looked when they was a full C cup when I was younger. All right, we got that down. So next is my cruise that I've already paid for. Another fun cruise. See, the last cruise I had was in October. Now that was the second cruise I had this year. So I had a cruise back in March. That cruise was my first solo cruise, and it was a relaxing cruise on Royal Caribbean. But I did not have as much fun as my Carnival cruise that I had in October. Oh my God, I had manifested for that cruise to be just exactly what it was. And I could not have been any, oh Lord, I didn't even want to come home. That's how great that cruise was, okay? So I told the universe, I said, I'm ready. I'm going there with a positive attitude, with positive spirits. Please make this cruise be exactly what I was looking for on Royal Caribbean. And it wasn't. Royal Caribbean, again, was relaxing for me. But I spent way too much time in my room than I should have been because it wasn't as exciting on the boat. But that Caribbean, that Carnival cruise, oh man. The only time I was in my room was when I was going to sleep. I just had a ball. I want to always be able to take 2 cruises per year. One at the top of the year and one at the bottom of the year. If you've never had a solo cruise, go. If you've never been on a cruise at all, go. My next feat is going to be a sold out event for my vegan speed dating event. I told y'all I'm intentional about meeting men that are vegan, okay? There has never been a vegan speed dating event and nowhere in the U.S. So I pride myself on being able to create events that nobody else has thought of. If it has been thought of, I haven't seen it. But there is not a space in this area that I live in that vegans can go to except a vegan festival. And sometimes when those are coming, those are not all vegans that come. I want to have a space specifically for vegan people, especially vegan men, so that I'm able to align with them and I'm able to connect. So I created a vegan speed dating event. So my goal is for this to be sold out, all right? And this is going to be in June of this year. I'm going to add that to the vision board. And my last picture, intentionally vegan man. I do not want to connect with no other man that's not vegan, okay? So I fold that and I make sure that my intention is set. I want a vegan man. That's what I want. I want a man that's going to, because I love to cook my vegan food. I told you I got a vegan food business. And it becomes exhausting sometimes to go out and try to go to places that, you know, to always try to find vegan restaurants because you'll find yourself going to the same stuff. But at my house, and when I cook, I'm able to cook so many different meals. So I would love a person who understands exactly how vegans eat so that I don't have to have them asking me, well, what is this? Or what is that? Or coming in thinking it tastes nasty, because that's what I was aligning with. Men who was already thinking it was nasty, didn't even want to give it a shot. I don't want them anymore. They waste the energy. They don't even need to be in my space. All right, so there we go. Do you see this? Intentional vision board, marriage, successful surgery, second work from home job, More subscribers. Let's write that on here, because if I want more subscribers instead of more viewers, I've got to be intentional. I've got to tell the universe what I want. So above that, I'm going to put more subscribers. Okay? Intentional. Okay? More viewers. Then we have our books. Never Date Just One Sis with more sales, and Play Your Position Sis with a release and a soaring sales. Okay? Then we have our Big Belly Vegan, my vegan food business with a location and getting big. Let's make sure we write that. Location. Because we want to be intentional. Under that, we want to soar and grow. So we got 2024. Let's add 2025. Intentional. See that? Intentional. All right. You see the vegan speed dating event sold out. Then you see my vegan man. Yes. And I also want another fun cruise. These are the things that I desire in 2025. And I know that I'm going to get all of this in 2025. I'm very intentional. I know exactly what's coming. So along with this vision board, we now want to start our gratefulness journal. I went ahead and bought a whole new journal here, but this is my previous journal. And I want to take it to, that says 1/14/24. This is what I did January of this year. What does it says? Thank you for a new job. You see that on 1/14. All the way down the page, the same chant. Thank you. We're going to turn over to 1/15. Thank you for my second work from home job. By June, I had my second work from home job. Because I told you I was intentional. So I manifested that in January. And by June, I had the second job, the new job. It was a new job and it was a second job. I started January of that year manifesting my new job, my new second work from home job. And by June, I received that offer and I was back to work. I was working at that job. So I had 2 jobs at that time. That is how manifestation goes. I thank the universe in advance. 6 months later, June, it was there. 5 months later, actually 5 months later, it was there. This is how the grateful journal looks. You see 12, 30, 24. And I started off with a list of thank you for, and I haven't filled that this side in. This is what your gratefulness journal need to look like. Put the date at the top, and you need to thank you for whatever you're talking about. And it needs to be a whole list of things that you're talking about. And you're going to do that every day. There's 12/31. There's 1/1. And I'll go all up to 1/3. You need to be thankful in advance for the universe bringing you exactly what it is that you're asking the universe for. And I know I need a second work from home job. I know I need to see growth in Big Belly Vegan in a physical location so that my customers can get to me anytime they want to get to me, okay? I want a successful breast reduction surgery. I don't have any complications because this is going to happen in February. I go on that cruise in March, at the end of March, okay? I want another fun cruise at the end of March because I cannot wait to go meet more new people that are ready to have the same ball as me like I did on the last one. I had a ball. I want to have a successful vegan sold out event. So I'm going to thank the universe for all of this every day that I write into my new journal. I'm going to be thanking the universe for a combination of all of this. And if you're expecting your reality to change, then you too need to start your journal. And you need to be thanking the universe once you create your vision board. Once you know exactly what it is that you are trying to do and what you want to come into your life. Put it here with intentions. On top of putting it here, stop listening to the wrong chit chatter. Stop watching the wrong content. Stop reading the wrong books. Reading the wrong anything. Don't bring anything negative into your life because you have a hard time changing things up. You want to be intentional. You want to put in work. So in order to put in work, it's a lot of change that has to come. You change the way you think, you're going to be able to change your reality. But you can't think negative, even when it looks grim. Even when you want to get angry. Even when you want to be mad. You cannot change your energy. You have to still be the same way so that the universe can say, hey, I see that she's intentional. All right, it's time to drop a blessing. Bloop. And your hands are open and ready, not full of any mess from any other year or anybody else. That blessing drop in, bloop, before you know it. Whatever you ask for is yours. Be intentional. I will see you next Monday as we go into why you need to manifest versus praying. I hope y'all have a great week. Happy New Year.